All right, so before we start graphing real lines, we need to just learn a couple things. So again, here is our Cartesian plane. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. This is called quadrant 1. This is called quadrant 2. This is called quadrant 3. This is called quadrant 4. Okay, that's just a background. Anytime you have, well, for example, this is always going to be 0 right in the middle, okay? If you go this way, you're going into the positive, and you go in this way, you're going into the negative. Likewise, if you go up, you're going into the positive. If you go down, you're going into the negative. And of course, the axis lines, you're always going to label, that's going to be the y-axis. You can put it up there. You could put it over there. You could put it down here. You could put it over here. You only need to show it once, and you just show it where there's space, basically. Likewise, over here, here's the x-axis. You can put it there. You could put it there. You could put it there. You could put it there. You only need to show it one time. Just like that. You could just show it one time. Oh, that wasn't a very good move. Okay. But as long as it indicates that that's the x-axis, and that's a reminder for us. Now, I realize that looks a little crazy, but what we can remember from this is that, let's say you had a dot up there. Let's say this was dot A. And here's the properties of dot A. Its x value, so we know it's to the right of our y-axis, so we're counting above 0. So that, I mean, this would be the negative side, this would be the positive side. So this on this line is exactly 0. You're neither left nor the right. But this dot is exactly to the right, which means it's positive. So our x value is going to be positive. Similarly, our y value, we see that the A is in the sky, it's not underground. So A is going to have, the height is going to have a positive value. And the height is how high it is in the y-axis. So we're going to have a positive and a positive. And therefore we see a point that's in quadrant 1 is going to have positive, positive. I bet you can guess what's going to happen over here. If I had a point over here, it is to the left of this guy, so its x value is negative, but its height is still positive, so it'll have a positive y value. So whatever this point is, its first term will be negative and then positive. Now let's say you had a point over here. So we're going to the left. That means we're below 0. So our xy, whatever, our x is going to be negative and our y is going to be negative. And likewise, if I had a point over here, suddenly my x value is positive and my y value is negative because I'm below 0. Okay, now I realize that's really full of stuff here. I'm going to erase this and start nice and clean. Here's our our coordinate plane. This is the Cartesian plane. That dot is positive, positive. That dot is negative, positive height. This dot is negative, negative height, because it goes down. And this guy over here, well, anything over here, any of these things are going to be to the right. So they're all positive x value, and then they all have a height that's below ground, so there'll be a negative height. So that's sort of a little clue to keep in mind to make sure that your numbers are okay when you're doing your math. All right. So with that being said, let's check out the next section.